Hafide, Tiro, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the annual 2025 Know Your Worth Art, Essay, and Spoken Word Competition, an event in recognition of Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. This event is brought to you by the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence, together with the Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month Planning Committee. My name is Gia Rosnick Dow, and I represent Marianas High School in the 19th CNMI Youth Congress.
And my name is Miley Peter, and I represent Mount Carmel School in the 19th CNMI Youth Congress. And we will be your MCs for tonight's event. Thank you. On behalf of the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence, its staff and board, we welcome you all and thank you all for joining us tonight as we raise awareness on this very important issue of teen dating violence that is affecting our youth population. So brace yourselves for a night filled with amazing poetic performances from our aspiring poets who took the time to learn and share information through poetry.
We are delighted to welcome the talented young artists, writers, and poets who took part in our Know Your Worth competition. Your creativity and passion are truly commendable. To our spoken word finalists gracing the stage tonight, we are eagerly anticipating your performances. A warm welcome is extended to our Teen Dating Violence Awareness Committee members and our art, essay, and spoken word judges. Additionally, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our board chair, Melissa Q. Castro. The Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence, together with its TDVAMP Planning Committee, recognizes the importance of highlighting the issues relating to teen dating violence, which is also regarded as dating violence amongst our youth here in the CNMI.
Many in our community have asked, what is teen dating violence? Teen dating violence is a pattern of controlling or violent behaviors that someone uses against a romantic partner, whether current or former boyfriend or girlfriend. The behaviors are acted with the intention to gain power and control over the other partner. Throughout the night, we will share more details on teen dating violence, toxic relationships, red flags in relationships, and other information to help us all develop healthy relationships. Just some housekeeping rules. The comfort rooms are located at the back right corner of the Royal Taga Hall. A friendly reminder that this event promotes a safe environment and prohibits drugs, alcohol, vaping, and violence. We ask everyone to be respectful of yourself and of others. We ask that you do not use camera or cell phone flash for photography during the performances. And finally, please place your cell phones on silent and remain as quiet as possible during each poetry performance. We also ask everyone to please refrain from exiting the Royal Taga Hall whenever someone is performing.
If you are between the ages of 13 and 19 and would like a chance to win $100, sign up to join our open mic competition at the front entrance table. The open mic competition will be featured after the spoken word competition. We are also excited to announce that this year's People's Choice Award will be decided by our audience. Show your support for the 2025 Know Your Worth People's Choice Award by casting your vote. Join us in celebrating the profound impact of spoken word and help us honor our favorite performer tonight. Scan the QR code or visit the link that is displayed on screen and also is accessible at your tables. You can also conveniently find both located at the back side of the event program. If you are tuning in live on Facebook, you may also find the link to vote pinned in the chat.
Now we are gearing into the spoken word competition segment of our event. Let us first acknowledge our spoken word judges. Meet Jay Sanchez. Jay Sanchez is a former teacher at Cagman High School and one of the original creators of the Cagman High School Def Jam.
Meet Leonard Leon. Leonard Lenny Leon is a photographer, filmmaker, and cultural jewelry artist influenced by Pacific traditions. Born in the Marshall Islands, he moved to the Marianas, embracing Chamorro and Refalawash cultures. He earned a bachelor's degree in creative media from UH Manoa, winning the 2012 Abernathy Award for his screenplay Nejin Paco. On Saipan, he documented post-Super Typhoon U2 stories and is praised for his giant clamshell pendants. Lenny actively advocates for arts and culture as a Northern Marianas Humanities Board member and a collaborator with Creative West.
Meet Marcelin Palick. Marcelin Palick is the Associate Network Director of the CNMI SBDC Network, leading business advising, training, and operations, a 2023 ASBDC State Star, and a 2024 Guam Business Magazine 40 Under 40 honoree. She excels in business and community service. She chairs the NMI Girl Scouts and the Saipan Chamber's Education and Workforce Development Committee. A Seroptimus International member and volunteer with the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic Violence, Palick is dedicated to empowering women and girls in the CNMI.
Meet Tiana Regis. Tiana T. Regis is a marketing professional with over 7 years of experience and is currently the marketing manager at Crown Plaza Resort, Saipan. She earned her bachelor's degree in marketing from Boise State University and has a passion for storytelling, both in business and through poetry. For the past 6 years, she has shared her work under the name Tea Leaf Poetry on social media. A new mom, Tiana loves spending her time with family, creating content, and engaging with her community. She also holds deep personal support for victims of domestic and sexual abuse, standing in solidarity with those affected. Thank you to all our spoken word judges.
Before we start the show, we wanted to share some facts about dating violence. Not all teen dating relationships start off abusive. Sometimes partners can demonstrate and practice unhealthy relationship behaviors. If we see these signs early on, often called red flags, we should not ignore them because these can eventually escalate into abuse.
Some examples of red flags in a relationship include intensity, manipulation, sabotage, guilting, deflecting responsibility, possessiveness, isolation, belittling, volatility, and betrayal.
And now, the moment we have all been waiting for, to start off our spoken word poetry performances from the middle school division. Please welcome to the stage our first contestant, Chase Regis from Francisco M. Sablon Middle School, performing their original poem titled Illusions of Love.
Good evening. My name is Chase Regis, and I am proudly representing Francisco Mendiola Sablon Middle School with my original poem entitled Illusions of Love. Thank you. He told me love is supposed to feel like warm hands in the cold, a soft kiss that was real. But I felt the sting, the words he threw, like fire in my chest, his love that grew cruel. He promised he would protect me to always be near, but his touch turned to fist, my voice full of fear. He whispered, I love you. But love shouldn't break. It shouldn't be a threat to use, control, and to take. I trusted him. And he turned it to dust. Now I'm left alone, betrayed by the pieces of lust. I wish I could scream, but I don't know how. I'm tangled in silence and I can't speak out. The love I thought was mine has slipped through my hands, our broken illusion lost in shifting sands. And yet, even in this darkness, I dream of love that is safe. Not cruel, not sadistic, a love where no one ever feels chained. Where hearts are healed and no one says goodbye. It's all I wanted, but it's a dream I will never find. He loves me, I say to myself at night, but it's only something I use to cope with the pain in my life. If he loved me, he wouldn't make me feel in fright. He should hold me and comfort me through the night. And now, I realize that his love was just a lie. An illusion that played with my mind. I wish I can go, but I'm scared because I don't know how to say no. Send a pig, but why should I? I'm not yours to use. Am I all the love we had was just a lie and all you did was control my life? But I won't let his words define who I am. I will rebuild my soul piece by piece again. The love I deserve is not built on fear, but on kindness, respect, and someone sincere. And though the road is long and the scars are deep, I'll find my way out, no longer to weep. For love isn't cruel, it's gentle and true, and I'll find that love starting anew. So here's to the future, to healing, to grace, to the strength that will come my way when I stand in my place. And though the journey may take time to unfold, I am worthy of love, and I will be bold. I'll leave the past behind where it belongs and strive for a new life where I sing my own songs. Thank you.
Thank you, Chase. That was a lovely performance. Before we call on our second contestant, allow me to share more about teen dating violence. Another important concept when talking about relationships is consent. Consent can be defined as an active yes, not the absence of no. We can also better understand consent through the acronym FRIES. That is, consent has to be freely given, reversible, informed, enthusiastic, and specific.
Next, please let us all welcome our second contestant, Hannah Gabrielle Regis Ramos from Francisco M. Sablon Middle School, performing her original poem, Hidden Affection.
Good evening. My name is Hannah Gabrielle Reyes Ramos. I'm proudly representing Francisco M. Sablon Middle School. And today, I'll be performing my original poem entitled, Hidden Affection. The words you said on the phone, it came at me like a soft blow. Instead of kindness and respect, it was heartless and possessed. You hurt me with the cuts of your words as I watch myself fly away like a bird. I once heard of all the things you've done. From the start, I was disturbed. However, I was an idiot and kicked it to the curb. When I first met you, it felt like an explosion. Now, since we started dating, it feels like exploitation. Everyone said it was wrong because you were older. But every time I heard that, it made me bolder. I will soon feel the wrath of waves. I will soon become a slave of your games. It was just one little thing talking to you. But you pushed it. because it wasn't enough for you. You tried and tried every way to get me alone. But once you got to it, it was the key to pleasure. Like how Eve couldn't resist that apple. It was her treasure. Every time you helped me, empathy wasn't a thing. You'd only take and take from me. But once we grew closer, your true colors came out. When you told me about your disgusting imagination, I wished to be taken out. You told me this was the last time. Last time, that was all just a lie. You said, just one last drive with me. That was the last straw for me. You drove us down south and pulled over without a doubt. You committed the same crimes. You did this to me like I was a pastime. The palms of your hands which held my body is pushing me down this cliff. Now, I must endure your touch, endure your hidden affection. Minutes became hours, and hours felt like days. Once you were fulfilled, you wanted me to be put on display. Display to the world like I was a star. You dragged my limp body out of the car. You said goodbye and sent me somewhere peaceful and far. I can finally feel the wind pushing me down this cliff. I can finally feel your hidden affection as I hear and feel the water's rips like a soft, gentle kiss. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah, for that lovely performance. Can we give her all another round of applause? While our next contestant is getting ready, did you know that in a healthy relationship, both partners are able to set and define boundaries? Boundaries are where one thing ends and another begins. They represent the limits of what we are comfortable with in a relationship, covering areas like finance, communication, social media, and sex.
In addition, we have a right to set boundaries without needing to justify or defend them. Healthy boundaries promote comfort and safety in relationships. If a partner makes you feel bad for expressing your boundaries or views them as restrictive, it may indicate an unhealthy relationship. A supportive partner will respect and understand your boundaries. What do you guys think? Don't you think it's important for all of us to set boundaries in relationships?
Yes.
I now call on our third contestant for the spoken word middle school division, Lindsay Bacago from Francisco M. Sablon Middle School, performing her original poem, Superficial Love.
Good evening. My name is Lindsay Bocago, and I'm proudly representing Francisco Mignola Sablon Middle School. And today, I'll be performing my original poem entitled Superficial Love. This poem is about loving someone who keeps hurting you. It's about the pain of betrayal and finding the strength to walk away. Superficial love, by Lindsay Bocago. Love is mutual respect with understanding. It is an intense feeling that two people can share and cherish. How deep is your love? At first, it was surreal, or was it just my imagination? But I couldn't ask for more because you were enough. As the day passes by, our love surpasses all the temptations and obstacles. And all of a sudden, you change into a horrible person. You're not the same person anymore. Your words cut so sharp, like a weapon, cutting me into pieces. Whenever I talk to you, my heart tends to ache. I don't know why you're doing this. I ignored you and your actions, hoping that you'd change into a better person, but you didn't. You were getting worse as the days passed by. I remember everything, clearly as if it just happened. But you never cared, condemning me and making me feel that this is all my fault. Jealousy, manipulation, selfishness, name it all. Blaming me for all of who you've become. I don't know why you're doing this. I let you do this to me because I loved you. The scars that you left in my heart, the trauma that you gave me is unforgettable. Now that I am gone, are you glad to see me lifeless? Burn our moments? Throw our memories? And bury our photos? It's too late. It's too late to cry or regret. Your tears will not cure my heartaches. Your sorries will not make me get up, hug, kiss, or even love you anymore. Rather than your superficial love will never be enough and never win. Why? Because my love for you is already dead and buried in the ground. And I'll forever fear to feel or experience this again. Thank you.
Thank you, Lindsay. That was a wonderful performance.
Before we introduce our final middle school contestant, let's take a moment to talk about social media, technology, and dating violence. Some partners use location tracking apps like Life 360 or demand access to social media, texts, or emails to control their partner. This can come in the form of power and control in a relationship. It is always important to remember that social media doesn't always show the full picture. Teens may post images of a perfect relationship, but that doesn't mean everything is okay. In some cases, an abusive partner may pressure them to maintain that image. Let's be mindful about what we see online. To close out our spoken word middle school division, I would like to call Maria Jin from Tinian Middle School to perform her original poem, Fractured Dreams, The Hidden Shadows of Young Love.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Maria Jin. Today I'll be saying my spoken word, which is named Fractured Dreams, The Hidden Shadows of Young Love. It started with an innocent kiss, two lovers wishing for total bliss. They shared sweet smiles with hands held tight, with dreams of love that felt so right. They exchanged each other's numbers and couldn't wait for the night. As they texted each other, it was all so fun. But soon their simple chats were no longer just a pun. What began as friendly turned into a flirty wordplay. She felt confused and wanted to push him away. Now she wished that day had never come their way. He started sending messages that made her feel scared, but when she spoke up, he didn't seem to care. His behavior grew strange. It went out of the line. When she said no, his feelings would show. She felt scared. She had nowhere to go. One day it turned serious. He wouldn't back down. She felt her heart ache, wanting a sign. When reality hit him, it was too late to change. His world crumbled down. Nothing felt strange. He took the wrong step. A life full of pain. Now she remembers a love that was once sweet, but it reminds her of fear she can't defeat. She wishes for a friendship that could have grown, not a story of heartache that's now overblown. All she wanted was love, not to feel so alone. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria, for that wonderful performance. Let's all give our middle school contestants one more round of applause. Before we proceed to our spoken word high school division, please allow me to share a few interesting facts about teen dating violence. Did you know that in the CNMI, LGBTQIA+ high school students experience dating violence at more than twice the rate of their heterosexual peers? About 13% report sexual dating violence compared to 5.5% of heterosexual students, and 13.1% report physical dating violence compared to 5.8%. These numbers show the urgent need to talk about dating violence and the LGBTQIA+ community.
Before we proceed into the high school division, we would like to perform and see Maria Jin's performance one more time. So again, let's give it up for Maria Jin and her original poem, Fractured Dreams, The Hidden Shadows of Young Love.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Maria Jin, and today I'll be reading my spoken word. It's named Fractured Dreams, The Hidden Shadows of Young Love. It started with an innocent kiss, two lovers wishing for total bliss. They shared sweet smiles of hands held tight, with dreams of love that felt so right. They exchanged each other's number and couldn't wait for the night. As they texted each other, it was all so fun, but soon their simple chats were no longer just a pun. What began as friendly turned into a flirty wordplay. She felt confused and wanted to push him away. Now she wished that day had never come their way. He started sending messages that made her feel scared, but when she spoke up, he didn't seem to care. His behavior grew strange. It fell out of the line. One day it turned serious. He wouldn't back down. She felt her heart ache, wanting a sign. When reality hit him, it was too late to change. His world crumbled down. Nothing felt strange. He took the wrong step, a life full of pain. Now she remembers a love that was once sweet, but it reminds her of fear she can't defeat. She wished for a friendship that could have grown, not a story of heartache that's now overblown. All she wanted was love, not to feel so alone. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria, for that wonderful performance. That was very beautiful. Thank you all for helping us raise awareness about issues that are impacting our youth. Moving forward with our high school spoken word competition, our first performer is Savannah T. Flores from Marianas High School, performing her original poem titled Reasons to Stay.
Hello everyone, my name is Savannah Flores and I am proudly representing Marianas High School, and this is my poems on reasons to stay. Being afraid isn't a reason to stay, for staying is painful and will lead you astray. A lost soul is what you become, for loving once more becomes an endless cycle of hurt undone. For your heart craves for warmth and longs for the sun. Yet you are met with cold, stark warnings. Yet here you stay, forever mourning, grasping at glass while your heart pays the toll. For how much before it's too expensive to afford? Is to be loved truly to be seen? Yet here you are, tearing at your seams. Like a mosaic once whole and shattered, pieced back together, yet feeling battered. Dazed and confused, but still not shattered? For one cannot change without seeing fault in their actions, without the courage to face their own distractions. So I pray you find your way, back to the light, not led away. Find the light, the joy, not sorrow. I pray for such to fall beneath a new shadow. As the cloth falls from your eyes, that courage, not fear, will help you rise. Please remember you are deserving of so much more than the science, the hurt, the war. May God grant you strength in the chaos He's made. Regret is for later, but faith in yourself suits you better. You are loving, deserving, and worthy of so much more in a life where love, hope, and joy never cease. Oh, the joys of holding you when the time is right. Please remember, the time is always right. Fair as always, beautiful once more. Turn back time to the smile you once wore. You are deserving of so much more than the hurt, the science, the war. You are always deserving of so much more in life, too, when love in your eyes were soft and kind. Not when cold, stark warnings rang so true, but piercing through. Please leave when the darkness starts to grow, because love can blind you so. And once again, though hard to see, the one you love can still hurt thee.
Thank you, Savannah, for that wonderful poem. Before I call on our next performer, are you guys ready for some more mind-blowing facts on teen dating violence?
Well, did you know that teen dating violence can happen to anyone, regardless of race, gender, age, sexual orientation, or background? That's why it's important to recognize the signs of unhealthy relationships early. If someone we know is in an unhealthy relationship, we can start by starting a conversation in a calm and supportive way. It's important to listen without judgment and offer support rather than telling them what to do. We can also point out unhealthy behaviors with specific examples to help them see the situation more clearly. Avoiding victim blaming is crucial. Remind them that it's not their fault. While we should respect their choices, we can still provide helpful resources like the Caridad Victim Hotline. Most importantly, we should keep the door open for future conversations. Even if they're not ready to accept help now, they may reach out when they are free. There is more information we can give to you all, but before that, let's welcome our next performer to the stage. Yu Rong Jang from Saipan Southern High School, performing her original poem titled Relearning to Breathe.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Yurong Jang, and I am from Saipan Southern High School. Before I start with my original poem, I want the audience to keep one question in mind. At what point do you leave in a relationship? Relearning to Breathe by Jang Yurong. The first thing I learned was how to breathe. A natural instinct, crucial for survival. And it's a perfect example of being human, because no matter how natural it is, we'll always forget to breathe. Our breath taken away from joys of life, beauty, and pain. But perhaps that's why it's so beautiful. Breathing. Because breathing is a sign of life that still hangs on to your soul, a sign that you'll be hanging on, that you'll be all right. Fine. Yet again, breathing deceives us, because no matter how hard we try, there is a difference between our breath being taken away and being out of breath. And that's the first mistake I made, being not able to differentiate the two, because when my gaze first landed on you, I thought you lit my heart ablaze. I thought you gave me warmth. I thought that your love embraced me. But love is spelled with 4 letters, and so is rage. That raging fire inside me wasn't to be extinguished in any way, because just like breathing, I thought we were one. 2 pieces of a puzzle fits together as a whole. I'm relearning how to breathe, because breathing with you suffocated me. And that's the flaw of human nature, because when we find something just slightly better, we'll hang on it, we'll cling on to it, believing that somehow it's enough. But better isn't always the good option to go, because just like giving a cold child a blanket doesn't free them from the cold, it just makes survival a little softer. But softness isn't warmth. Worse, it deceives us. Just like giving a starving child a bite, just enough to awaken their hunger, to remind them of everything they lack. That one single taste makes it so much harder to ignore the emptiness inside, that unbearable emptiness. And it makes it so much harder to numb it. Just like how I couldn't numb you. A child born in the cold would probably think that the world is incapable of warmth, and perhaps that's why I thought you were warm. Because my cold fingers held out to the first hands that I could hold. And that slight nuance in temperature fooled me that you weren't cold. And that's why I'm relearning to breathe. Because I thought I loved you. But you know what? Our love was incompatible. Your love overwhelmed me. And if we were meant to be together, then that feeling shouldn't reside down in our hearts, and you know it's true. So let me go, because I'm not the one for you. Because we both are lacking, unable to understand that just because we mend ourselves together doesn't make us the perfect match. I'm relearning to breathe,
Because losing someone isn't just once, it's multiple times. It's in the subtle reminders of their presence, yet it's also in the emptiness caused by their absence. It's in the lyrics that I hear everywhere and the landmarks that we saw together. It's in how I can still hear your laughter in every single song. It's in the memories that I replay in my head and the times I wish that I had stayed. But I'm relearning to breathe. And I need that cusp of air, that gasp that sets me free. And I'll exhale the weight of us. Because in order to move forward, I'll need to learn how to breathe for the warmth and love of breathing. Thank you.
Thank you, Yurong, for that wonderful performance.
Let's give her another round of applause. And for our next performance, let's welcome to the stage Jaira Anna Cruz from Tinian High School, performing her original poem titled To Live With It All.
Good evening. My name is Jaira Cruz. I'm representing Tinian High School with my original poem entitled To Live With It All. Violence. It does not start with fists, it starts with doubt. It whispers in your ear before it ever shouts. It sounds like, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to. Like if you had just listened, I wouldn't have had to hurt you. At first, it is a storm with no warning sign. A hand too firm, a grip too tight, a love that controls, that draws the line between what you can do and what feels right. I had once thought that love meant standing tall, that arms wrapped around me could never let me fall. I used to think that the words said softly before I slept could never turn into words that left me ruined and wrecked. And to the world, you painted yourself as a winner, when behind closed doors, you were the greatest sinner. But love should not leave me gasping for air. It should not make me afraid to breathe or to care. It should not make me shrink, should not make me hide. It should not feel like drowning with them by my side. Hands over my eyes, over and over as they gaslight to keep me from the truth. They've made me a fool. They've made me act over and over like I'm just a tool. I know the truth. I'm not drowning with them by my side. It is their hands on my shoulders rolling up my lifeline. They say fight or flight, but what about freeze? What about the nights when I fell to my knees, when I tried to explain, to make them see that love should not hurt, that love should set free, love, let me breathe. But every apology erased the past. Each sorry, a promise that would never last. They say leaving is easy, but I know it's a lie. They don't tell you about the late nights you'll spend crying, the hours spent going over and lying, denying the truth, wasting energy, dying, crying over ghosts that whisper, the doubt that remains, the way your own mind repeatedly replays the pain. But listen, beyond the echoes of blame, beyond the shame, beyond the game, there is another voice, quiet but strong, a voice that has been yours all along. It says, you are worth more than this heavy load, more than a love that crumbles and or corrodes. You are worth more than broken glass, more than their anger, more than their hands. More than the bruises you hide with your sleeve. More than the hurtful words that make you believe that this is your fault, that this is your fate, that you were the reason you carried this hate. No, that is a lie, a trick, a disguise to keep you from seeing the truth with your own eyes. Love should not break. Love should not bruise. Love should not force you to beg or to choose. Love should not feel like walking on glass, like holding your breath and hoping it lasts. I know, leaving feels like the last step off a ledge, like jumping off that cliff, but there's no safety net. But freedom awaits on the other side, a life where love is warm, not trapped or tied, right? But even when you've broken free, the past still lingers silently. The past still lingers silently. The way you flinch at sudden sound, the fear of hands reaching from all around, the nights where sleep won't come at all. The memories hidden in every single hall. The way you doubt when love feels real, afraid of wounds that time won't heal. But understand, they did not take all of you. You are still here, still bright, and still true. With every step, with every tear, you stray away from pain and from fear. You deserve love that lets you grow. So run, walk, crawl if you must, but leave behind the scars, the hurt, and the dust. Do not stay in a war that is not yours to fight. Do not mistake their fists for passionate light. You deserve love that lets you grow, love that is soft, and love that flows. A love that does not hurt you or make you feel small. A love where you can learn to live with it all. Loving it all. Live with your all. Yeah. A love where I can learn to live with it all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jira, for that amazing performance. Let's give her another round of applause. Again, if you are between the ages of 13 and 19 and would like a chance to win $100, sign up to join our open mic competition at the front entrance table. The open mic competition will be featured after the spoken word competition.
How's everyone feeling today? Can I get a spirit check? How are you guys feeling? If you guys are feeling good, raise up your hands. That's good, that's good. Again, for some more housekeeping reminders, the comfort rooms are located at the back right corner of the Royal Taga Hall. A friendly reminder that this event promotes a safe environment. And that means that we prohibit drugs, alcohol, vaping, and violence. We ask everyone to be respectful of themselves and of others. We also ask that you do not use your camera or cell phone flash for photography during the performances. And finally, please place your cell phones on silent and remain as quiet as possible during each poetry performance. We also ask everyone to please refrain from exiting the Royal Taga Hall whenever someone is performing. We are now gearing up for more performances from our high school spoken word division. But before that,
Here are some tips for supporting our LGBTQIA+ friends who are in unhealthy relationships. First, it's important to affirm their identity, as their abusive partner may try to use it against them. Remind them that abuse is never justified, regardless of the circumstances. Connect with your friend with LGBTQIA+ resources, such as the Trevor Project or Pride Marianas Youth, for additional support. It's also a good idea to reach out to LGBTQIA+ friendly professionals for guidance, and if necessary, law enforcement if your friend is in immediate danger. Most importantly, be there for your friend, offering consistent support, especially if they lack safe spaces or trusted adults.
Please, at this time, make sure that you guys are staying hydrated. There are still some refreshments at the back, so please get that before our next performance. And again, this is another reminder that there is a People's Choice Award that will be presented at the end of all performances. So please be sure to keep a lookout on that QR code and that link when it is time to vote. Now, who's ready to continue our next set of performers from our spoken word high school division? I would like to call up our next performer, Bernice Chloe A. Fiolino from Dr. Rita Hokog Ino's Junior Senior High School, performing her original poem titled Killing Me Softly.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Bernice Chloe A. Fiolino, and I am a junior from Dr. Rita Hokog Ino's Junior Senior High School. Today, I will be reciting an original poem entitled Killing Me Softly. It starts with love, or so it seems. That gentle touch, a gentle feel. That longing and yearning for affection and touch. Did not occur to me that one day it could all just combust. A feeling so new from what I was used to, with soft spoken words that made me feel safe. That gentle embrace blinded me to what you could do. Because when love turns to anger, where do you stand? Do you build a castle on shifting sands? So fragile, so frail, so weak. A whispered apology, a tear on your cheek. I didn't mean to hurt you, yet the pain stays. Feelings of regret and sorrow I simply can't wash away. Like a stain on a shirt that won't go away. Go away is what I want to say. But bruises fade and words linger. So if you tell me you love me, will you put a ring on my finger? But what even is the real truth? This transient joy from you, or the love that's breaking me in two? Is love the warmth of fleeting light, a spark that burns but won't ignite? Or is it chains I cannot see, shackled by a cage disguised as destiny? Does it end here, in crimson smears and the unfondness of your stares, or will there be more you take from me? Like the cries weren't enough, like those hurtful words could be swallowed in just one gulp. Did I deserve the way you spoke? The hollow words, the heart you broke? Were the bruises proof of love so true, like bullets piercing me through and through? Every day I hold these questions in my brain, lost and scattered, drowned in pain. Was it love, or just a chain, a fleeting spark, or endless rain? I trace the echoes of silent cries, so soft yet so loud. A past that lingers like a heavy rain cloud. But love should never feel like this. Not a whispered plea or a clenched up fist. I want to believe in a love that's kind, that heals the wounds and frees the mind, where trust is more than just a game, and whispered words aren't laced with hatred or blame. A love so pure, I'm proud to say, with you forever I will stay. For I know that beyond this ache and pain, I'll find a love that's humble and true. Not just one that makes me blue or leaves me out of place. A kind of love that gives, and not just one that takes. Thank you.
Wow, what an amazing and impactful performance. We'll go ahead and go on, or before we go on with our next set of performers, we would like to introduce our several special performances here tonight. As part of this intermission, our first special performance is by Matthew Valio. Let's give it up for Matthew.
Okay, please give Matthew a few moments to set up his performance.
So, while that occurs, we're going to start a new segment right now where I will be going into the crowd and asking people some trivia about what we stated earlier about in our program. Come, Miley. Yeah, okay. Who do I want to pick on? If you look away, I'll just pick you more. Can I get your name?
Yirong.
Yirong, okay. What does TD VAMP stand for? TD VAMP.
Teen Dating Violence Application, oh, no.
You're getting there, don't worry.
Huh? No, that's...
Yeah, why are you cheating?
Is it awareness month? Girl.
You want to give it another try?
Teen dating violence.
Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month?
Yes, that's correct. Who else do we want to ask questions on? Someone said me. Ooh, we got a volunteer. Can I get your name?
My name is Olingo Warren.
Okay. Can you give me one of the performers' poems names? Any performance, one of their poem titles.
Wait, where's the paper?
Don't look at the paper.
Wait, I gotta remember.
You gotta remember. It can be middle school, it can be high school.
Killing me softly.
Killing Me Softly, is that correct, guys? Yes! All right. Thank you. Okay, so we have another question for the crowd. Which demographic of people tend to experience more rates of domestic violence? Heterosexual partners or homosexual or LGBTQIA+ couples? Can I get your name?
My name is Maria,
Maria, which answer is it?
the LGBTQ.
That is correct. It is the LGBTQ. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, so that is our first segment of our little trivia game that we will be playing throughout the night if we do have some free time, some break time here and there. Again, we'd like to remind everyone that the buffet and food refreshments are still available, and also to please stay hydrated throughout our performances. So while that's being said, you guys can go ahead and access the food, stand up, stretch your legs while our next performer gets ready. we hope that your refreshments are tasting well. Again, I'd like to introduce our first special performance of the night, Matthew Valio.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for inviting me, especially to Miss Annalie. Prepare a song for you guys. Hope you like it. Sad. Okay, one last time.
performance. Now we're going to go ahead and continue on with our next set of spoken word performances.
Before we begin with our next set of performers, we'd like to introduce another judge, Mr. Jude Latulamar. Jude Latulamar is an 18-year-old Carolinian from Saipan, CNMI, and is passionate about both environmental conservation and preserving his culture. Currently, he's pursuing an associate's degree in natural resource management at the Northern Marianas College. He strives to integrate these elements into his future work. Jude's passion for storytelling and cultural preservation began in 7th grade when he participated in the Lady Diane Torres Foundation Young Authors Writing Competition. His book, written in English and Afalawash, explored the origins of the Carolinian stick dance. This experience solidified his dedication to preserving his heritage and environment. Are you ready for our next set of high school contestants?
Guys, let's try that again. Are you guys ready?
Okay, coming up next, I'd like to call on our next performers, Cassidy Jolina Flores and Aubrey Kitsigua from Mount Carmel School, who will be performing their original poem, What Doesn't Go On.
Hello and good evening. My name is Cassidy Flores.
And I am Aubrey Kitsigua.
Do you truly know what's going on inside?
You never know if people are hiding their scars, their pain, or their trauma.
Sometimes the strongest people are the ones who hide their pain the most.
A little kindness and understanding can help them feel seen and not so alone in their struggles. This is our Know Your Worth spoken word poem.
And our title is What Doesn't Go On.
Behind closed doors, a world unseen, where there are cries for help and a heartless mean. A lot to deal with and a lot to heal, but no one will ever know how I feel.
I try to find something good or bright, but all I see is things broken in sight. Everything feels unsure and out of place, but only when they need me, they show their face.
Behind closed doors, the silence hurts.
This hidden pain that no one asserts.
A smile hides the tears I've cried.
When deep inside, I want to hide.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Cassidy and Aubrey. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Moving on to our next high school performer, let's give it up for Sayara Saidur from Dr. Rita Hokog Ino's Junior Senior High School, performing her original poem titled If Love Hurts, It's Not Love.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sayara Sider, and I'm from the beautiful island of Rhoda. And today I'll be representing Dr. Rita Hokog, Enos Junior Senior High School. If love hurts, it's not love. They say love is patient, love is kind, but what about when love makes you cry? What about when love calls you names? What about when love has a temper? When love raises its voice, when love turns into something you don't recognize, when love isolates you, when love feels more like a cage than a home. they say it's just a bad day, they don't mean it. Love is sacrifice. But tell me, since when does love leave bruises on your skin, on your heart, on your soul? Since when does love sound like slamming doors, like shattered glasses, like whispers behind your back telling you you'll never find someone better than me? Love is not a prison. Love is not a war zone. Love should not make you afraid. But I know how it happens, how sweet words can turn sour, how good morning text becomes, where were you? How I miss you becomes, don't you dare leave me. How I love you becomes, where were you? And suddenly, love is the storm ripping through your world, breaking everything in its path. But hear me when I say, love should not leave you in pieces. Love should not make you feel less than a whole. Because you're not just somebody's other half. You're not just a reflection in their shadows. You're not a project to be fixed. Not a mistake to be corrected. Not a puppet with strings they can pull. If they tell you you're nothing without me, they are wrong. If they say no one else will love you, they're lying. If they hurt you just to say I'll fix you, that is not love. Love is respect. Love is safety. Love is freedom. Love is trust. Love is not apologies wrapped in empty promises. Love is not I'm sorry followed by but you made me do it. Love is not walking on eggshells, holding your breath, silencing your voice to keep a peace in a war you never started. Love is standing side by side. Love is not standing on top of you, not stepping over your voice. Not stepping over your voice to keep a peace in a war you never started. Love is knowing you're enough, not because someone else says so, because you say so. If love demands silence, speak louder. If love clips your wings, learn to fly. If love feels like chains, break free. So if they tell you love is pain, leave. If they make you feel small, run. If they twist your words, control your steps, make you question your own worth, know your worth. Because love should lift you, not break you. Love should heal you, not hurt you. Love should be love, not fear wearing a mask. Because you, yes you are worthy. You are enough. You are strong. And if you ever forget, if you ever start to doubt, if their words echo like ghosts in your mind, stand in front of the mirror. Look yourself in the eye and say it with me. Everyone, please say it with me. I am enough. I am worthy. I am loved. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. That was a beautiful piece. Before we call on our next contestant, here are some tips on how we can talk to our friends if they are showing abusive or unhealthy behaviors. If it's safe, check in with them and ask how things are going with their partner. If they mention underlying issues like stress or trauma, suggest they speak with a school counselor, PSS mental health, or the Community Guidance Center for support. If your friend is open to it, approach the conversation with care, helping them recognize that their actions may be unhealthy. while being mindful not to blame or criticize them. Use I statements and specific examples, reminding them that there's never an excuse for abusive behavior. If they are not receptive, consider reaching out to someone they respect, like a coach, teacher, or parent, who may be able to address the issue in a way they'll listen to.
Again, if you are between the ages of 13 and 19 and would like a chance to win $100, please sign up to join our open mic competition at the front entrance table. I believe our next contestant is ready and excited to perform. Let us all welcome Daniel De La Cruz from Marianas High School, performing his original poem titled, Still Not Enough.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel De La Cruz. I'm from Marianas High School. I'm proud to represent MHS Biba Marianas High School, and my poem is entitled Still Not Enough. Before I start, I just want to say a big thank you to the coalition for continuously having this event, and a big thank you for everyone being here appreciating this art form that I feel is so often overlooked. Hey. Okay. Do you remember the first time words hurt you? Not the little jabs, the teasing, but the kind of words that strike, like lightning. The kind of words that echo long after they've been uttered. Yeah, this is the beginning of my story. Use your words. Words can build you up, lift you high above the sky without pulling others down. They said words, they are powerful. But they never warned me how truly powerful words could be. Words, they can cut, they can slice through skin, sink deep into your soul and leave scars. Oh, scars you'll never even see, scars that don't even heal. Words, they hold power, too much power at times. And your words, oh, your words, they destroyed me because I loved you. Do you hear me? I loved you. I admired you. I stood by you even when I myself was trembling. I held your fears and I caught your tears. I carried your weight on my back until my back itself was breaking. I gave you everything. Do you hear me? Everything. But it wasn't enough. No, it wasn't enough for you. And you said it. You said it like it didn't matter, like it was absolutely nothing. You said it like it wouldn't destroy my very being. You aren't good enough. So say it louder. Say it again. Say it so the entire world can hear. Because it's already etched into my mind and burned into my chest. You aren't good enough. And then you walked out. You took everything, the laughter, the trust that we had built, the pieces I had placed in your hands, the ones that I so desperately wanted to be safe. You crushed them and you shattered them into dust right in front of me. So I stand here, frozen, hollow, trying to breathe in the silence that you left behind. Not good enough? It repeated and it echoed. It dug deep into my skin, through my bones, and into my soul. I tried to pick up the pieces, but every shard I touched cut me deeper and deeper. Every piece whispered your words back to me. You're not enough. But I gave you everything. Do you hear me? I gave you everything. But your words? Oh, your words, they broke me. So you leave me here trying to stand on a foundation. You turn to rubble trying to exist in a world when your words told me I shouldn't. So they said, use your words. But what am I supposed to do when words are the very things that destroyed me? So tell me now, do you hear me now? Can you feel it? Because I hope you do. I hope you understand that words, they don't just lift, they don't just build, they can destroy and they can kill. And you knew it. You knew it when you said it. So one last time, tell me now, am I still not good enough? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for that heartfelt performance.
Can you guys believe that we are now down to our last two spoken word high school division performances of the night? With that being said, I'd like to call on Jadine Calvo from Marianas High School performing her original poem titled No Sense for Change.
Hi everybody, I'm Jadine Calvo. I go to Marianas High School and the title of my poem is No Sense for Change. The last time I did this competition, I told a story about a girl that got taken advantage of and abused. It was a story I made, one that wasn't mine. I thought I knew everything there was to know about teen dating violence. Last time, I was in a relationship with a person that I thought would still be around this time of year. It's unfortunate that he's now my story rather than here cheering me on, but things change. You know, at a point in my life, I was afraid of change. It's scary, so I started small. I would dye my hair, thin my eyebrows, change the things I could control. But I think we can all agree that you can't change a person. No matter how hard you try, no matter the efforts you make, the heart stays the same, even if the outside starts to break. What needed changing was the way I was being treated. He was draining me. I just didn't want to see it. Sometimes you settle for less because you're afraid to start new, and I stayed. I guess I had no sense for change, no sense for walking away. I guess I had no sense for change, so I stayed, thinking I could fix him. This went on for about a month before he decided that I deserved better. Then a month later, but not once was I told that he was a cheater. This went on for about a month. Oh my gosh. Then a month later, somebody finally told me he cheated on me twice. Imagine if I spent the rest of my life carrying his guilt. So if you're looking for love, start with yourself first. And please, please, know your worth. Thank you.
Thank you, Jadine, for that amazing performance.
And now, for our final spoken word performance, I would like to call on Mark C. Charfres, Jr. from Dr. Rita Hokog Junior Senior High School, performing his original poem titled, Fighting the Dark Times with Light.
Good evening, everyone. I am Mark Campus Charfres Jr. I am from Dr. Rita Hoku Enos Junior Senior High School, and I am currently a senior. And I'm presenting my poem, Fighting the Dark Times of Light. A light. It shines brightly, illuminating the dark. A shadow that exists from the shining light. The two ever intertwining mark. The one life-changing and other blight. The shining light is kind as we are mark. A sense their intention without plight. The darkness, non-conspicuous like a lark. A love seeming to have taken flight. First few fall months, being truly serene, though some things break the peace. Feeling grass on the other side, not always green. Trust through the weeks being fleece. Felt the light dim, being unforeseen. This pushing and shoving which increase, from insults to not keeping clean, to my socializing being decreased. Light fades more as the days pass. Mass of dark grows to fill the fading light. Spite and confusion makes control outclass. Bypass of harm in the harmony of night. Foresight of hours to pain. Contrast. Watch glass to stare. At times staying polite. Being hit stings, hurts, pains. Don't think, apologize. Back-breaking labor to please, back fist being repeated and done. Being yelled, you've been gone! You've had minutes to complete it. Use these seconds to apologize. The darkness is everywhere. The light I once knew is gone. A newspaper arrives, and I take a glare. A group to make your troubles forgone. The visit is where I notice how fair the people came to speak and count on. A light in me flickers as we share, a reminder that our light will press on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mark, for that awesome performance. And good luck to the judges because the competition seems really, really tough tonight.
At this time, we will be diving into the open mic competition. The winner of this competition will receive a cash prize of $100. And as we wait for the lineup, we're gonna go ahead and start another round of trivia crowd questions. Who's excited? Woo! Once again, can we give our high school division participants a round of applause?
Okay, so our first question is, Gia will choose, we won't pick you randomly, don't worry. Our first question is, what month is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month?
Can I get your name?
Bernice.
And what month is it?
February.
That is correct! Woo!
Okay, our next question is, who can give me 2 ways to support a friend that has dealt with teen dating violence?
Ooh, we have some very eager participants. Can I get your name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay, what are 2 ways?
To comfort them and give them advice.
Yes, that's correct.
Wow, you guys are really fast. So let me think of a harder question. Who is the board chair for the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence? Miss Aldon? Miss Aldon?
Are you Miss Aldon? Yes.
The famous Miss Aldon. Mr. Philip Santos. Am I right?
She
Thank you,
answered
Miss Aldon.
Mr. Philip Santos, and that is incorrect.
Do we have another try over here? No? Okay. Let's try some more people. Let's go over here to the gentleman in red. Can I get your name?
My name's Edwin.
Edwin, who is the chair?
Macy Tenorio.
Is that right? Macy Tenorio?
I believe that is also incorrect.
Miley, can you repeat the question?
Who is the board chair for the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Sexual and Domestic Violence? No one was listening earlier?
Ooh, we got some hands over here. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Savannah Flores.
And who is the chair?
Philip Santos?
No, that was already stated earlier.
Anyone else want to give it a guess?
Ooh, okay. Okay, we still got some more guesses over here. Can I get your name?
My name is Chase.
Chase, who's it?
Rena C. Camacho.
That is also incorrect.
This is really a hard question.
Okay, we'll give you one hint. Oh, okay, no hints.
Can I get your name?
Mimi.
Mimi? Okay, who's it?
Miss Miley Castro.
Miss Miley Castro?
You're so close, but Miley is my name and I am not the board. Her name is Melissa Castro. But you're so close.
Can we give it up for
you
Mimi for being so close?
No, you should say Okay, one last question. What are 3 things that a healthy relationship is based on? Okay, we'll stick to this table. What's your name?
Shine. Loyalty, trust, and communication.
Good job. I love that answer. Loyalty, trust, and communication.
Thank you all for participating in our crowd trivia, but now we will go ahead and continue on with our open mic performances. Again, these are a list of individuals that volunteered and wanted to compete for the grand prize of $100. And our first participant is Gretchen Martin. Gretchen Martin. Please give it up for Gretchen and her original poem titled Blinded Heart.
you're in a relationship, when you love someone, you're gonna give your 100% love, right? Even if your partner's not treating you well, hurting you mentally, physically, and emotionally, you continue to love that person no matter what, because you're blinded by that irresistible feeling. Good evening. My name is Gretchen Martin, and I'm proudly representing Francisco Mendiola Sablan Middle School. And today, I'll be reciting my original poem entitled Blinded Heart. She gives it her all, her heart lays bare, to someone who doesn't even seem to care. He takes her love, mind, and soul, left her in pieces, shred inside. He whispers the words she expects to hear, yet leaves her submerged in her own fear. He walks away with all she had made, yet while she thinks she's being saved. But what is friendship if not to stand, to lift up the broken, or to take their hand? In the eye of the storm, they should have been near. But they let her drown, swallowed by her own fear. They stand there, frozen in the verge of the fight. Their eyes glanced away as darkness takes flight. She calls out for a hand, but they turn their backs, watching her fall to the cracks of his actions. For every lie, she finds a truth, ignoring the pain and embracing the youth. She labels it love, she calls it faith, but it's a prison disguised as faith. He says he loves, he says he cares, yet anger strikes and bruises flare. Visible wounds, unseen tears, a silent scream no one could hear. She still stays strong inside, through her voice not heard, and knows one day she outlived the cursed. The chains of harm, the cage of lies. To find herself, she needed to rise. So to her heart that still aches in fear, you're strong, love awaits you, is near. Not the fists, not the lies, not being used, but gentle, kind love and healing love. She wipes her tears and lifts off her chin, realizing her strength lives within. No longer chained by his lies or weighed down by pain, she chooses herself and breaks free from the past. With courage in her heart and hope in her soul, she steps forward and ready to find love she truly deserves. One that heals, uplifts, and never hurts. Blinded love.
Thank you, Gretchen, for that wonderful performance.
Our next contestant for the open mic competition is Miss Savannah Flores with the poem titled Reasons to Stay.
Hi, my name is Savannah Flores, and I'll be performing Reasons to Stay. Being afraid isn't a reason to stay, for staying is painful and will lead you astray. A lost soul is what you become. For loving once more becomes an endless cycle of hurt undone, for your heart craves for warmth and longs for the sun. Yet you are met with cold, stark warnings. Yet here you stay, forever mourning, grasping at glass while your heart pays the toll. For how much before it's too expensive to afford? Is to be loved truly to be seen? Yet here you are, tearing at your seams. Like a mosaic once whole and shattered, pieced back together yet feeling battered, dazed and confused, but still not shattered? For one cannot change without seeing fault in their actions, without the courage to face their own distractions. For one cannot change without seeing fault in their actions, without the courage to face their own distractions. And so I pray you find your way back to the light, not led away. Find the joy. Find the light, the joy, not sorrow. Pray for such to fall beneath a new shadow. As the cloth falls from your eyes, that courage, not fear, will help you rise. My love, you are always meant for more than the hurt, the silence, the war. May God grant you strength in the chaos He's made. Regret is for later, but faith in yourself suits you better. You are loving, most deserving, and worthy of peace, in a life where love, hope, and joy never cease. Oh, the joys of holding you once more when the time is right. Please remember the reasons were always right. Beautiful once more, fair as always. Let's turn back time to the smile you once wore. There are always reasons to stay, but not when the cost is too high to pay. Let's go back and rewind time to when love in your eyes were soft and kind, not when cold, stark warnings rang so true but piercing through. Leave when the darkness starts to grow, for sometimes love can blind you so. And once again, though hard to see, the one you love can still hurt thee.
Thank you, Savannah, for that amazing performance. If you guys did not already know, Savannah did compete in our high school division, so kudos to her for having that courage to participate again in our open mic portion of this performance. Again, there will be an award, the People's Choice Award, that will be given out to the person that has the most amount of votes based on the audience input. So if you guys haven't already, please go ahead and scan that QR code that is listed on your tables, but also at the back of the event program. All right, can I get a vibe check? How are we feeling? Okay, looks like we have our spirits up.
So we will be calling in our next contestant for the open mic, Ms. Jira Anna Cruz, performing the poem titled "To Live With It All."
Take two. Violence. It does not start with fists, it starts with doubt. It whispers in your ear before it ever shouts. It sounds like, "I'm sorry." Like, I didn't mean to. Like, if you had just listened, I wouldn't have had to hurt you. At first, it is a storm with no warning sign. A hand too firm, a grip too tight, a love that controls, that draws the line between what you can do and what feels right. I had once thought that love meant standing tall, that arms wrapped around me could never let me fall, that the words said softly before I slept could never turn into words that left me ruined and wrecked. To the world, you painted yourself as a winner, when behind closed doors, you were the greatest sinner. But love should not leave me gasping for air. It should not make me feel afraid to breathe or to care. It should not make me shrink, should not make me hide, should not feel like drowning with them by my side. Hands over my eyes, over and over as they gaslight to keep me from the truth. They've made me a fool. They've made me act over and over like I'm just a tool. I know the truth. I'm not drowning with them by my side. It is their hands over my shoulders, rolling up my lifeline. They say fight or flight, but what about freeze? What about the nights when I fell to my knees? When I tried to explain, to make them see that love should not hurt, that love should set free. Love, let me breathe. But every apology erased the past. Each sorry, a promise that would never last. So easily swayed by the wind, yet somehow you'd insisted you'd never sinned. And so I stayed, through storm and through fire, bound by love, tangled in barbed wire. They say leaving is easy, but I know it's a lie. They don't tell you about the late nights you'll be crying, the hours spent going over and lying, denying the truth, wasting energy, dying, crying over ghosts that whisper, the doubt that remains, the way your own mind repeatedly replays the pain. But listen, beyond the echoes of blame, beyond the shame, beyond the game, there is another voice, quiet but strong. A voice that has been yours all along. It says, you are worth more than this heavy load, more than a love that crumbles and or corrodes, more than their anger, more than their hands, more than a life built on shifting sands. You are worth more than broken glass, than time spent waiting for the storm to pass. More than the bruises you hide with your sleeve, more than the hurtful words that make you believe that this is your fault, that this is your fate, that you are the reason they carried this hate. No, that is a lie, a trick, a disguise to keep you from seeing the truth with your own eyes. Love should not break. Love should not bruise. Love should not force you to beg or to choose. Love should not feel like walking on glass, like holding your breath and hoping it lasts. I know. Leaving feels like the last step off a ledge, like jumping off that cliff, but there's no safety net. But freedom awaits on the other side. A life where love is warm, not trapped or tied, right? But even when you've broken free, the past still lingers silently. The way you flinch at sudden sound, the fear of hands reaching from all around, the nights when sleep won't come at all. The memories hidden in every single hall. The way you doubt when love feels real, afraid of wounds that time won't heal. But understand, they did not take all of you. You are still here, still bright, and still true. And with every step and with every tear, you stray away from pain and from fear. So run, walk, crawl if you must, but leave behind the scars, the hurt in the dust. Do not stay in a war that is not yours to fight. Do not mistake their fists for a passionate light. You deserve love that lets you grow, love that is soft and love that flows. A love that does not hurt you or make you feel small. A love where you can learn to live with it all. Loving it all. Live with your all. Yeah. A love where I can learn to live with it all. This Masi.
Thank you, Jaira. Just like Savannah, Jaira did compete in our high school division for the spoken word. So thank you to her for representing Tinian High School once again in the open mic portion. We will be going on with our next performances, but once again, we just want to remind everyone to please refrain from flash photography and using your cell phones during the performances. We want to respect our performers and give them our utmost attention.
We'll be calling up our fourth contestant for the open mic competition, Julianne Chrysostomo, and her poem titled, I've Been Pushing Back the Deadline.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jillian May Crisostomo. I'm a sophomore at Marianas High School, and I hope you guys enjoy my performance. I've been pushing back the deadline. I've been pushing back the deadline in hopes that you've changed. So why is it that when you touch me, you feel me, you breathe me, I feel like you've lied to me? What is love to you? Is it unconditional, or is it something you deem conventional? I've been pushing back the deadline. Things have gotten worse. You claim that you've changed, but it's like I'm no longer worth your time, your mind, or even the climb. I assumed our love was final, what was once conveyed the societal standard. But now, your words have grown entitled. You aren't afraid to express your anger. What once felt like love now feels like a gun to my soul. They say to just let go, but all this commitment, all the hardship, and the minor things that had kept me to stay, is it true that you'll change? Or am I hopelessly waiting on nothing but what ifs? I've been pushing back the deadline. It's now the 100th time that I let you back in. My friends are tired, and now I'm desperate for change. Maybe the thought of it kept me to stay. I have lost all sight of love. What is healthy? What is love? I pushed back the deadline. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Jillian, for that amazing performance. And now I'll be calling on our fifth contestant, Rashay Shai from Southern High School. Ronnie Shai, I apologize, performing his poem titled The Scale of Love.
Explore the delight between trust and turmoil between relationships. It highlights the power of growth, respect, and healing. Good evening, everyone. I am Ronnie Shai, and I will be presenting my poem, The Scale of Love. In love's pure light, heart beats in harmony with trust, respect, and space to think. We grow together hand in hand, building dreams and shared command. But in darkness, lies, turns, and spins, where silence screams. The tempers sheath a cage of doubt, no breath to live. Where the real face of love comes to mourn. Healthy we fly, injured we fall. Love should wrap around and not blind or destroy. A healthy heart, the purest battle, where joy endures and sins escape. Love should never be a cage, but a force that frees and calms the waves. Thank you.
Thank you again, Ronnie. Okay. Our next contestant
Our next contestant is Miss Kelly Leanne from Marianas High School, delivering her original poem titled Forgiven.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kelly Leanne, and I would be saying this poem called Forgiven. I think around last week, there was a presenter that came to our school. She talked about her experience and how she dealt with teen violence when she was younger, and this poem is dedicated to her. Forgiven. Every now and then, I think about the past. Thinking about the first time when we got together, it felt like such a dream that I hope would last forever. With your love blinding my eyes, all I could think was you all night. Every second that I was with you, I could only think about what you did right and ignore how you hurt me. Despite the bruises and scars, it was something that I was willing to sacrifice to be with you. You were my all. No one could replace you. That's something that I thought. That was all I knew. Time went on, and eventually we had a kid. I thought things would change and it'd be better. I held on to that thought. Despite having more kids, nothing ever changed. I was trapped in a dark room, feeling lost and didn't know what to do. Constantly feeling the sharp pain and crying myself to sleep every day. Trying my hardest to reach the other side, but all I could do was cry. Years passed and all we did was fight. The love that we once had was gone. Then one day, the light on the other side dawned. Eventually, you said that I could go. You said that you were tired of me. The moment you said that, I felt like a free sparrow. I was no longer trapped in the cage I once knew. I mustered up the courage to tell family and friends. Emotions were high. They questioned, why would I stay with him? They questioned, why didn't I talk to them? They questioned, why didn't I reach out? The question that lingered inside my head was, did you hate him? Did you hate what he did to you? I never once thought of the word hate before. All I could think was love. I swear on my grave that I never once thought of the word hate when we were together. Love was all I thought. It was the only thing that I could think of to run away from all the problems that we had. Why did this have to happen? Her love was all I had. I went through therapy and had constant talks with family and friends. It was quite rough to move on from such a terrible shipwreck. It felt like I was constantly in a storm battling the roaring sea. Now things were different with silence and peace. I must step up to the person that I once used to be. They questioned, why would I ever have children with a man like that? I never regretted my beloved children that I brought into this world. They helped me through the toughest time of my life and gave me hope for something better. I must stand up and give them the life that they deserve, one with love and lots of kind words, not the world that we once knew that was draining us all. Years go on, and I finally stand tall with my chin up high. I'm no longer in your possession like a puppet on strings. I took a leap of faith to cut them all off. Despite how you hurt me emotionally and physically, I've forgiven you and moved on. It doesn't matter what they say, as it's my story and my final stay. Forgiven by Kelly Leanne. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelly, for that wonderful performance. And now we would like to call on our last and final competitor for the open mic competition, Elijah Mizutani, and his poem titled Faith.
Good evening. My name is Elijah Mizutani. I'm a senior at Marianas High School. And before I start, I just want to say thank you guys for this opportunity. And I'm very thankful for the food. You know, it was good. It was good. All right, my original poem is called Faith. And I made this like just now. All right. Hearts broken, trust torn. looking for a way out, but the path is never born. Man or the bear, be for real, who cares? All I wanted was love, find my pair like a dove, but I'm left here all alone. Although you're here by my side, I'd rather die than let you ride. But my opinion doesn't matter, because when I'm in front of you, my voice shatters. Soul tainted, body bruised, all this pain, but I can't claim the abuse. Enough of all the on and off flow. I made this to spread a message. Love can always be shown, but it isn't always received. Mixing up tough love with rough abuse, scared to let the world know and see. This poem may seem elementary, but that's fine, since this is something to be understood simply. Love should never feel forced, like it's your only course. Fearing to be judged of actions that can't be undone, reminiscing in all the joy and feeling nostalgia from the fun. Believing there can be change isn't just a dream. It can be made as long as our messages are seen. Struggling to find a way to wrap it up, so to end it all, I need the reminder. Never forget that even if your faith is betrayed, you still have others behind you. Thank you.
Thank you, Elijah. Wow, you have great talent because you just made that now. Again, thank you all for your participation in our open mic competition. As all of the scores are being tabulated, we have another special performance for tonight.
Our next special performance is by none other than Jordan Paradise, who will be performing his song, Imagine That!
What's going on? My name is Jordan Paradise. Let's hit it. Yay! So my message to you guys today is if you can picture it in your mind, you can accomplish it. It starts with an idea, and the follow-through is what brings it to life. Congratulations to all the performers, contestants. You got on the stage, you did your thing. That's a win alone.
That's it, bro.
I can see it so vividly, 3D when I pitch it, cutting red ribbon to open my new business. In the beginning, no one was even listening. Who knew that I'd be winning as I'm coming with a vengeance? The game giving, I'm focused to pay attention. The lane switching ain't too important to make a difference. Cause I'm just paving my lane and stating my presence. They bound to know my name when I'm breaking all these. It ain't chess, connect, fool, or even checkers. It's an all form, my brother, is self-expression. A way to channel the anger, pain, and resentment. To take it off your chest, help relieve a lot of tension. There was a time I was blinded by my depression. Had to hit rock bottom to find a different direction. It took a while, but I realized I'm blessed. A different kind of smile, way brighter than I expected. Heaven on earth in the flesh, this is not what we deserve, but he still gave the dead. Heaven on earth in the flesh, this is not what we deserve, but he still paid the debt. Heaven on earth in the flesh, this is not what we deserve, but he still paid the debt. Heaven on earth in the flesh, this is not what we deserve, but he still paid the debt. Had my debts paid since the 10th grade. When I went and tried to change into a villain, didn't really know how to express what I was feeling. Even to this day, Lord knows I'm still healing. Even though I'm building, sometimes I break down. Only if God wills it, I'ma still fight. I'm a warrior with spirit. Still got my vision, I could take a couple steps back. I ain't even tripping. The place I've got no started from an idea. People I don't know recognize like nice to meet you. The fruit on my tree looking right, finally sweet. I came a long way from the times I was beat up. Flow nice, vocab is cleaner. I roll dice, taking chances to see some different kind of heist. The type I never seen before. The type to go on a tour just to see the globe. I done seen the lows and I seen the highs. I done seen the slow and I seen the hype. If they really want smoke, I could bring the fight. All I need is a beat, my notebook and mic. I know they keep can't deny all the growth over time. Fall down, get back up, give it another try. And that's how I'ma be to the day that I die. So it's already here when I see. At my desk pace is a 10th grade. When I went and tried to change it to a villain, didn't really know how to express what I was feeling. Even to this day, Lord knows I'm still healing. Even though I'm building, sometimes I break down. Only if God wills it. I'ma still fight. I'm a warrior with spirit. Pitch black, I still got my vision. I could take a couple steps back. I ain't even tripping. Thank you.
Can we give it up for Jordan Paradise? What a great song. Just a shout out to Jordan Paradise. You guys can see more of his music through his Instagram, Jordan Paradise Music on yeah, that's his Instagram. So everybody, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with our program.
So it is finally time to announce our winners for the art, essay, and spoken word competition. But before we begin, we would like to acknowledge our art and essay judges. Beginning with our art judges, we have Antoinette Tudela Labausa. Antoinette Tudela Labausa is a multifaceted individual with a passion for creativity, wellness, and community service. By day, she works as a behavioral health specialist for the CNMI PSS mental health program, supporting the social and emotional well-being of our students. Outside of work, Antoinette expresses her creativity as a skilled shell carver, preserving traditional Chamorro craftsmanship, and pushes her physical limits as a competitive weightlifting athlete.
Meet Kimberly Mendiola. After earning her master's in counseling psychology in Portland, Oregon, and obtaining her license to practice there, Kim returned to her home island of Saipan, where she has committed herself to providing professional mental health support as a board licensed therapist. Kim has served as a member of NMPOSSE's PAIMI Council, a member of the DYS Parent Leadership Committee, a current board member of the Northern Marianas Humanities Council, and current vice chair of the CNMI PSS Early Intervention Program Interagency Coordinating Council. As an artist and musician, Kim is most rewarded when she can incorporate these elements into therapy with her clients.
Meet Alexa San Nicolas. Alexa San Nicolas is a dedicated full-time educator within the CNMI public school system and a passionate local artist in her spare time. During the COVID pandemic, she founded Tropic Arts Company, an entrepreneurial venture where she used her self-taught digital illustration and graphic design skills to create custom art for individuals and businesses. From portraits to logos, her work earned recognition across social media platforms within the island community. As both a lifelong enthusiast and classroom teacher, Alexa is committed to integrating art in her classroom whenever she can to encourage her students to explore their artistic potential.
Meet Shannon Tudela Sasamoto. Shannon Tudela Sasamoto is a fashion designer from the Northern Marianas. Self-taught and inspired by her cultural heritage, Shannon has showcased her work at the 2024 Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture, FESPAC, and the Pacific Fusion Fashion Show in New Zealand, making history as the first designer from the Northern Marianas to participate in PFFS. Her latest collection, Canyoran Guinefi, Valley of Dreams, revives ancient Chamorro pottery designs from Atugao and San Roque, creating wearable art that honors a tradition no longer practiced today. Beyond fashion, Shannon is a Young Pacific Leaders alumna, and as well as the executive director of Faha Digital Media, a nonprofit dedicated to amplifying Indigenous voices through digital storytelling.
Now introducing our middle school essay judges. Meet Reina Camacho. Reina C. Camacho is a planner at the Employee Experience Development section of the Department of Finance, overseeing training for 245 plus employees. With 25 years in CNMI government, she has served in public health, higher education, environmental, and border protection. Reina enjoys ocean adventures, travel, dance parties, and sashimi with her family, her partner Fred Sato, and their children, Reef and Mayumi. She sees herself as a difference maker, believing in small actions drive positive change. Her advice: you can be a leader at any level, find purpose, embrace creativity, and make life and work interesting.
Meet Liani Saralu. Liani Saralu is a program coordinator at the Humanities Council, where she plays a key role in organizing and managing council events and programs. In her spare time, Liani enjoys painting, drawing, crafting, and even a little bit of woodworking. Her passion for the arts extends beyond her professional life, blending her career and personal interests in meaningful ways.
Meet Ruth Torres. Ruth Ann Torres is a community health outreach worker at the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation's Community Guidance Center. They hold a Bachelor of Science degree with an emphasis on rehabilitation and human services. Helping people in her community is her passion, and she is dedicated to promoting well-being and fostering positive change. She believes in empowering others to grow and reach their full potential, and she is committed to creating an environment where everyone has the opportunity to succeed and thrive.
And now for our high school essay judges. Meet Naomi Tudela Lizama. Naomi T. Lizama serves as the program manager at the Northern Marianas Humanities Council, where she oversees all council programs, including managing all grant accounts under the Community Grant Program. In her role, she actively contributes to the organization's communications by writing newsletters, social media and web content, press releases, and reports. Passionate about preserving her cultural heritage, Naomi is a moire and lei maker and cultural dancer, celebrating her traditions through teaching the arts to small groups in the community. In her personal time, she enjoys fishing with her husband and children, or spending time with her father and in-laws at their family farms.
Meet Tomas Manglonia. Tomas Manglonia is the founder of Marianas Press, a digital news company focused on telling deeply rooted multimedia stories about our community. He is from Rhoda and graduated from UC Berkeley and Stanford, where he studied journalism.
And finally, meet Suzanne Park. Suzanne Park is a mental health direct service provider with the Community Guidance Center's Healthy Transitions program, where she has the opportunity to work closely with youth and young adults on their mental health journeys. She began as an outreach worker and now provides direct services to clients to help them thrive. She shares that it is an honor to serve as a judge last year and is excited to be asked back this year. She shared that she enjoyed hearing from young people and being part of a conversation that encourages understanding, solutions, and cultural awareness around the important issue of teen dating violence.
A special thanks and appreciation to all our judges who took the time to score all the art, essay, and spoken word submissions.
Before we proceed to the next segment of our program, we wish to announce the closure of the Voting for the People's Choice Award. We extend our gratitude to all those who took the time out of their day to vote for our exceptional performers tonight. Everyone, please sit tight while we finish tallying up our points for the awarding ceremony.
category. Starting off with the middle school division and then the high school division. All the winners will be receiving a cash prize. So can I please call up the art judges together with Mrs. Macy B. Tenorio, the Executive Director for the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence, together with Ms. Melissa Q. Castro, the Board Chair for the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic Violence, on stage to present the awards.
First up, we will announce our winners for the art category, middle school division, starting with third place.
Our third place winner is Victoria Huang from Grace Christian Academy.
Okay, congratulations, Victoria. Are you guys all excited? For our second place winner, it is Chloe Lee from Saipan International School.
Last but not least, our first place winner for the art category middle school division is Mehrabin Shahin from Tinian Middle School.
Do we have any Tinian High School representative? Oh, there. Congratulations. Can we have all our middle school division winners and judges gather to take a group photo on stage? Can we have all the winners come on stage? Miss Victoria and the representative from Saipan International School? Congratulations, middle school division artists. Judges, please stay on stage as we will now be moving on to our art category, this time with the high school division winners.
Our third place winner is Yoon Ho Park from Marianas High School.
Can we have all the winners stay on stage for our group photo? Up next, we will have our second place winner. Our second place winner is May Lei from Marianas High School.
Last but not least, our first place winner, also from Marianas High School, Jiyoon Kim.
Congratulations, everyone. Can we have a group photo?
Congratulations, high school division artists. Let's give them another round of applause.
Next, we will announce the winners for the essay category, middle school division. We would like to call up our middle school essay judges on stage to present the certificates.
So we will begin with our third place winner from Francisco M. Sablon Middle School, Limia Michelle S. Macaranas.
Up next is our second place winner. It is Jerolyn Cruz from Hopwood Middle School. Congratulations!
Winners, please give your frames to Miss Eleni with her hand raised so she can give you your actual certificate and prize. And now for our first place winner in the middle school essay division, we have from Hopwood Middle School, Eliza de Belen.
Congratulations, everyone, once again.
Next, for our essay category, High School Division. We would like to call up our high school essay judges on stage to present the certificates. Again, it is such a privilege to announce all the winners today. You guys are all very, very talented people.
Our third place winner is Catherine Huang from Mount Carmel School. Our second place winner from Saipan Southern High School is Reese Denise S. Zamora.
And finally, our first place winner from Mount Carmel School is Chelsea Ann Palacios Regis. Go Knights! Congratulations again to everyone. Please gather for a group photo.
Congratulations everyone once again. And now we are going to finally announce the winner of the open mic competition. I am so excited to see who won. Can I get a drum roll from the audience?
And the open mic winner is Kelly Leanne from Marianas High School.
Viva Dolphin!
Congratulations, Kelly, and her poem titled Forgiven. You have proven yourself to be a poet and $100 richer tonight. We hope you consider participating in next year's competition.
Now that we have celebrated our open mic winner, let's find out who takes the spotlight in the spoken word category. We already have our spoken word judges on stage to present the award.
Starting with our third place spoken word middle school division, we have Lindsay Bucago from Francisco M. Sablan Middle School.
Up next, we have our second place winner for the spoken word middle school division. Our second place winner is Chase Rages from Francisco M. Sablon Middle School. Congratulations.
And finally, our first place winner for the Spoken Word Middle School Division from Francisco M. Sablon Middle School, Hannah Ramos. And for the group photo, please go. Another round of applause for our spoken word category middle school division winners. Okay, we are shifting gears and ready to announce the spoken word category high school division winners. Starting with our third place winner for spoken word high school division. The winner is Sierra Sador from Dr. Rita Hokog Inas Junior Senior High School.
Congratulations. Now, our second place winner for the Spoken Word High School Division is Bernice Chloe Fiolino from Dr. Rita Hokog Junior Senior High School. Congratulations.
And finally, our first place winner for Spoken Word High School Division.
Can we get a drum roll?
Our first place winner is Jaira Anna Cruz from Tinian High School. Can we get another round of applause for our spoken word category high school division winner? Amazing job, everyone. Next up, for the ultimate winner of the night, the one everyone's been holding their breath for. It's time for the big finale, the People's Choice Award! But before we announce the winner, let's give a round of applause to all of our performers tonight. Each and every one of you brought something special to the stage.
And now, without any further ado, the winner of the People's Choice Award is Jadine Calvo from Marianas High School. Congratulations, Jadine, for capturing the hearts of our audience tonight. Let's give her a huge round of applause.
Before we wrap up tonight's amazing event, we want to give a huge thank you to all the talented artists who shared their gifts with us. Your passion and talent made this event truly special. Together, we can end the cycle of teen dating violence. Now, as we come to the end of the show, please join us in welcoming Philip Santos, a program coordinator at the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence, and the 2025 Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month Chair, to deliver our closing remarks. Let's give him a round of applause.
Good evening. My name is Philip Santos, and I work as a program coordinator for the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence, and I am also this year's Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month Chair. When I started volunteering with the coalition 3 years ago, I quickly realized the urgency of addressing this issue. The 2021 CNMI Youth Risk Behavior Survey revealed that 7.1% of high school students in the CNMI experienced sexual dating violence, and 6.6% reported experiencing physical dating violence. While these are the only forms of dating violence that are asked in this survey, we know that dating abuse takes other forms as well, including financial, psychological, social, and even technological, with one partner trying to maintain power and control over the other. In the last 3 years, I've had the opportunity to facilitate awareness presentations and workshops for teenagers across the CNMI. In each of these presentations, whether it was a personal disclosure to me afterward or through hypothetical questions, I witnessed firsthand that the issue of teen dating violence was far more widespread than reported in our surveys, and that our teenagers are experiencing varying forms of abuse. It was eye-opening to see how many teens are silently struggling, and it motivated me to get involved and work towards meaningful change, now officially working as a program coordinator with the coalition. The purpose of Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month is to increase awareness of abuse in teen relationships and the programs that prevent it, to empower teens to make healthy choices in their relationships, and to end the devastating cycle of abuse. After all, our mission at the coalition is to promote, nourish, and sustain a collective movement to end violence in the CNMI. And that means not just ending violence for our adults, but also among our youth. While there's much information I could share about teen dating violence with you all this evening, I want to focus on one key point. Teen dating violence does not discriminate based on anyone's demographic information, and it can happen to anyone. We often think that males are the only ones who can be abusers, but female partners can also be abusers, and men can also be victims. As a society and as a culture, we often share messages like men don't cry, or you need to man up, or be the man in the relationship, which discourage male survivors from coming forward and seeking help. Additionally, our LGBTQIA+ youth report being at significantly higher risk for experiencing both physical and sexual dating violence, highlighting the need for holistic education and awareness approaches to ending teen dating violence. As Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month comes to a close, my hope is that the awareness efforts surrounding teen dating violence will not be limited to February. May we continue these important conversations we started this month with those who we care about, educating others, raising awareness, and unlearning unhealthy behaviors together. We each have a responsibility and a role to play in eliminating teen dating violence. This isn't just about one person or one program. It's about creating a culture where abuse is no longer tolerated and where teens feel supported and empowered to build healthy relationships. The fight against teen dating violence is everyone's fight. Parents, model to your children what healthy relationships look like. Take the time to talk to your children about consent and boundaries, such as reminding them they have a choice whether or not they want to kiss grandma. Talk to your children about peer pressure in relationships and about safe sex. Parents, we cannot expect other adults or even the school system to be responsible for raising our children. A lot of what I know about relationships, consent, boundaries, love, and respect came from my parents taking the time to teach me what was right and what was wrong, what was healthy and what was unhealthy, what was safe and unsafe, and what was respectful and disrespectful. Peers. Not all of your friends will have trusted adults in their lives, and so it is highly likely they will turn to you for help with unhealthy or abusive relationships. If your friend confides in you, believe what they say and avoid victim blaming. In addition, we have to learn to identify red flags and unhealthy behaviors in relationships so you can help your friends recognize that they may be in an unhealthy relationship if they're having difficulty seeing it on their own. Finally, be there for your friends. Encourage them to reach out for professional help when they are ready. Lastly, professionals. Teen dating violence is not just a lover's quarrel or a simple argument. It is a pattern of controlling behavior used by one partner to maintain power and control over the other. We also have a role to play in educating ourselves about teen dating violence so we can better support our youth in the CNMI. The Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence regularly offers training and technical assistance from both local and off-island resources, which you can tap into to better support the movement. Thank you everyone for supporting Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month and tonight's Know Your Worth competition. Together, we can continue to spread the message that healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, consent, and trust. Let's keep the conversation going beyond February and work together to make the CNMI a safe place for all our youth. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us tonight as we work together to promote, nourish, and sustain a collective movement to end violence in the CNMI. Thank you all for attending.
Good night.